Welcome back to another Call of Duty World War II video. Here we are on Carentan with the old combat shotgun. First things first, I would not recommend using the combat shotgun on this map because this map is window warfare. That's all this is. I know that Carentan was brought back as like it was like a fan favorite in like COD 3 or something. Like some COD that like was a COD back when nobody played online, and like the only people who remember COD 3 are now like 74 years old. So they just brought it back because they were like, oh, it was a fan favorite back then, without actually looking at the map and being like, wow, there's a lot of windows on this map. I mean, anybody who's even seen Band of Brothers would be like, wow, them they're Germans. They sure are sitting in all the windows with their MG42s. I wonder if we make this a Call of Duty map, it'll be a window warfare as well. Nah, let's just throw it in there, hope people run around like it's actually Call of Duty. That's not what actually happens. People just sit in buildings, they can stare at these windows that look directly into your spawn, and since World War II makes it so the spawns are so insanely hard to flip, to the point where you could be aiming down sight at someone's spawn and it doesn't flip, it's just, this map is hell. It is living hell. It is awful. I would not recommend playing this map. When this map was in the regular rotation during the whole winter event, I was constantly, like, screaming at my TV and just like, hey, Conjuring! There's some season pass that I could pay $400 for, so I don't have to play this map? Because this map is that bad. It really is. I'm very glad it's no longer in the regular rotation of maps. And the only way you can play it now is if it's in the, if you pre-ordered or whatever it was, you got like the special edition. So there's like a separate playlist if you want to play Carentan all the time, because who would want to play this map in their right mind? Who would want to play this map at all? But, yeah, they put it in the game nonetheless, and like I said, I am using the combat shotgun, even though you did see I pick up an STG there, and use that for the old window warfare, because you can't really shoot people across the map looking into their spawn with a shotgun, can ya? That's more for when people rush you, when you're rushing people. And I did plan on using the shotgun, but I figured, hey, I was going on a streak this game, and I'll only whip it out when I really need it, and I pretty much just use that STG exclusively when I was in this building, except for these few kills here, as we just keep getting those. Glide bomb and fighter pilot, and just keep cycling through those. And I end up going 28-0 this gameplay. And this was also before the combat shotgun was buffed. That's another thing. They buffed it, but, like, they didn't really even buff it. Like, first of all, I don't think this gun needed a buff at all. Like, if you're gonna buff any of the shotguns, how about you buff the other ones that are completely unusable, when this one was the only usable one in the first place? So they buff the one that's the only usable one, and then they don't really buff it at all, really. They just kind of make it so it's, like, less pellets to make a one-shot kill, but even then, you still get, like, point-blank range, 2 shots. So, I mean, what did they really do with this gun? I don't know, but once again, another issue with Sledgehammer not knowing what the hell they're doing. But with that being said, that'll wrap things up. I've been your host, Jersey Born, and I'm saying goodbye.